Fortnite Chapter 3 is around the corner, and we're all excited for a brand new map, new weapons, and new mechanics, but we're also excited about the potential return of some Fortnite content creators who have not played the game much or have completely left it for a very long time. Today, we're going to go over a list of content creators and deciding whether they might make a return and how they'll do in today's Fortnite. Let's start off with Fearless. He hasn't uploaded in over a year, I'm pretty sure. I'm going to just look him up real quick. He's been gone for a while. He just kind of lost the love of the game. There wasn't a lot of memes. I do see him trying for a few days. We might see a video come from our boy Fearless. I hope he makes a return. I really liked his videos. Next up, we got Lazarbeam. I think Lazarbeam is definitely going to make a return. He's uploaded and had a lot of fun with Fortnite, and he's a very, very successful YouTuber who can upload whatever he wants. You'll see a lot more duo content videos with him and Fresh and McCreamy, and I think he'll probably make a pretty full return. He'll probably still do other kinds of videos like he's been doing, but I would probably put him in between giving it a real chance and making a full return. At least initially, there's going to be a lot of content, a lot of stuff to do, a lot of silly memes and strats that he's definitely going to strive for. So I see him definitely making somewhat of a return. Lachlan recently announced that he's taking a break. No longer going to be streaming. He's going to be focusing on video content. He's also going to be taking a break until Chapter 3. And he's been pretty consistent up until recently. You know, he hasn't really taken an extended break. So it's going to be his first extended break. And I think he knows that, you know, Chapter 3 around the corner, there's a lot of content to look forward to, a lot of things to be excited about. I think he's definitely just gonna make a full-on return. You'll see a lot of regular content coming from Lachlan. Next up, we have Nickmercs, all right, the controller demon, right? He played a lot of Fortnite back in the day, and even up until recently, he played in the FNCS. He didn't play in the most recent one, but he played in the previous one with me and Nate Hill. Nick always is watching Fortnite competitive. He likes the game. He enjoys it. He has other games that he plays, like Warzone and Apex more specifically, but I think Nick's gonna definitely give it a real chance when it comes back. I don't ever see him making a complete full return to the game where he only plays Fortnite every single day. I mean, that wouldn't surprise me if he really gets into it, but I just feel like he is having a lot of success with Apex. Of course, he's had a lot of success with Warzone as well. Both those games recently got new maps, new updates, new seasons. So there's definitely gonna be a little bit of competition for him there between Fortnite and those games, but definitely he will give it a real chance. And I see him definitely playing in the competitive seasons that are coming in Chapter 3. Next up, we have Dakotas. The first big streamer to ever really give me a chance and give me a platform, give me a spotlight in the Fortnite scene. A very nice guy. I actually recently saw that he's been streaming Fortnite a little bit here and there. I think personally he might be prepping for a return. Dakotas was a top player back in the day. I feel like if he put a little bit more time into the game when he comes back, he definitely can be a really good pub stomper like he was in the past. His sniping skills were off the chart. No one really came close to his sniping abilities. And when it comes to playing Fortnite, you know, if it's a fun, casual environment, he's definitely going to shine and rise to the top. But I'll probably put him in the same category as Nickmercs because he's had success streaming other games. He's had fun playing other stuff, but I definitely think he'll definitely give it a real chance. If he's playing Fortnite right now, he's probably trying to sharpen up his skills for the potential return of a Chapter 3. Next up, we have Ninja, the man himself, the guy from Fortnite, and I see him making a full return. He's already playing Fortnite a lot these days. He's been grinding. Me and him have been playing some duos. He's honestly been playing more Fortnite this season than I have, which is crazy. And I know he's excited for the thought of Chapter 3. I know he's ready to grind a new map, new features, new mechanics, new weapons. 100% he's in it for the long run. He's going to make a full return. He already made a full return right now. He's streaming Fortnite almost every day. But with a new chapter, he's going to be grinding it like crazy, and I'm super excited for that. Next up, we have Pokimane, businesswoman herself. I definitely see her playing for a few days with a new launch. She streamed a lot of the events, and every once in a while you might catch her playing a Fortnite match. Of course, she has a lot of success doing just about everything, but she definitely does enjoy the game when she plays. And I think if there's a huge new chapter with a bunch of new stuff, she might be inclined to play it for a few days. I don't think she's gonna really make a return or anything like that, but definitely will play for a few days. Next up, we have TimTheTatman, and man, I would love to see a full return from Tim, but like on YouTube, he's having great success. He's doing amazing with the Call of Duty content. I don't think he's going to give it a real chance. I think it's going to be in between giving it a real chance and playing for a few days. I think he'll play for a couple weeks. MrBeast. I don't remember MrBeast really playing Fortnite. Actually, when I did my collab with him, he said he never really played. He played maybe once or twice. So he never really played. He's not coming back, but maybe you'll see some MrBeast plays Fortnite on his gaming channel, but probably not. Next up, we have TSM Myth, the young architect, one of the innovators and pioneers of Fortnite building. You know, Myth's been hopping games here and there, playing a lot of Valorant. He has pretty solid roots in the Valorant scene. I saw him playing Apex recently. He's doing a lot of different stuff. I don't see him making a full return to the game, but I definitely see him giving it a real chance. I would put him a little bit behind Nickmercs and Dakotas, though, because I think he's more out of the scene and doesn't necessarily want to just hop back into a scene that he left a while ago, but he definitely will play it. I would say maybe around the same, you know, pace as TimTheTatman initially. And there's really a lot of this is going to depend on how Chapter 3 plays out, like, you know, whether they go crazy and the game is like completely new and fresh, or if it's just like an upgraded version of the current game. Either ways, I mean, I'll be happy. Some of these guys who have not played the game much, they don't want an upgraded version of the current game. They want insanely game-changing mechanics that shift how things are done in Fortnite. Next up, we have Summit1g. I remember the Summit1g versus Myth 1v1. I remember the funny like Deagle clip where he just got one shot by a complete bot from far away with the Deagle. He's not coming back. He had his time in Fortnite, but no, he's not coming back. And he's doing well with other stuff. Next up, we have PrestonPlayz. Preston hasn't played much Fortnite in general. He played a lot more back in the day, but he kind of stopped playing in the OG days. I definitely see him playing a game or two for sure and doing some content, maybe with his little brother who probably plays a lot more, but I don't see a full return for Preston. Next up, we have Cloaksy. You know, he's baited the Fortnite return quite a bit. I'm sure a part of him kind of misses the Fortnite competitive days, him and Tfue dominating the Friday Fortnites and the tournaments and whatnot, but he's also having a lot of success on Call of Duty, Apex, and just other BRs, and I definitely see him probably playing for a few days, but I don't see him making a full return or like trying to give the game a real chance. DrLupo. I mean, there's definitely going to be some squads to be had with Tim, Ninja, Lupo, Courage, Nick. Like, there's definitely going to be some squads. I see Lupo probably like around TimTheTatman and Myth. They'll try it for a few days, maybe a few weeks. I don't think they'll give it a real chance. I think some of these guys are kind of checked out from Fortnite. Some of them have made returns for big updates and, you know, season stuff. This is a whole new chapter, so it's completely different. So you never know. I could be off on this. Some of these guys might make full returns, and I might be categorizing them incorrectly. Cizzorz. I don't know what Cizzorz has been up to. I don't know if he's been creating content or uploading, but his last video was 7 months ago, and it's a Leaving Phase House life update. He hasn't uploaded in a long time. I don't see him making a return necessarily. If he was currently like playing other games, like streaming, doing different things, I could see a potential return for Cizzorz, but he hasn't been live in over a year actually. So yeah, I think he's not returning to Fortnite. All right, Daquan. So Day, you know, he's finally returned to content creation and streaming, NRG Thumbhouse, and I'm sure he, you know, wishes the game was back to how it was, double pumping and just having a good time. He played a little bit recently. I saw some clips. I'm sure he wants to give the game a real chance, but has the game progressed too far? Not for him, but for his like interest in the game. I would say he's probably around the DrLupo stage where he'll play it for a bit. You know, he might give it a real chance because, you know, his skill, he has the skill set. I watched him play recently. Like he is still good, and with a little bit of, you know, a little bit of practice, a little bit of time put in, he could get back right up there. He could have success doing just about anything these days, and you know, he's been gone from Fortnite for a very long time. I don't know if this is something that he really wants to get back into. Next up, we have CourageJD, and Courage, honestly, like I feel like on YouTube he's been playing a lot of different stuff. You know, he's been addicted to New World. Now Vanguard is out, and he's kind of grinding Vanguard, but I feel like Courage is one of those people that definitely, if there's a new chapter, he's definitely going to give it a real chance and gonna try to get back into the Fortnite content creation and streaming. I see it working out pretty well for him if he comes back into it. I definitely think he'll give the game a real chance. I also think that he's kind of looking for a game to get back into and grind again, and I don't know how long, you know, Call of Duty hype is going to last. Next up, we have CDNThe3rd, one of the OGs, the founding fathers of Fortnite content creation and streaming. And he's been doing a lot of different stuff. He plays just about anything these days. MMOs, you know, games you never heard of. Like he is all about natural, organic content, and for that reason, I feel like he's not going to come back to Fortnite. I think he's had his run in Fortnite. He usually plays a game, puts some time into it, and then he's done with it. Let's put him in between maybe play a game, and they're not coming back. All right, 72 hours. Former pro player. He's been playing a lot of Apex recently. He even dabbled a little bit of Fortnite and then rage quit playing Arena. He got stream sniped like crazy. I see him giving it a real chance, maybe even a little bit more than guys like Dakotas, Courage, and Nick. He definitely has a higher skill set than them and could go back into the competitive scene if he wanted to. I don't think he'll go back into the competitive scene. I think he'll play it more casually and play it for content. But because of his skill set, if it's actually a really good chapter, definitely a little bit more than just giving it a chance. Next up, we have XQC, the juicer. So he actually randomly plays Fortnite every once in a while. Whenever there's a new season, he also plays. I think he'll try it for a few days. I think he'll definitely try it for a few days, maybe even more than a few days, but not long term. I mean, the guy gets ridiculous viewers playing just about any game, and his audience doesn't necessarily want just Fortnite. Like they find it funny, but he doesn't really grind one specific game for a long period of time. He jumps from game to game, and that's what he does well. But you'll definitely see him streaming it. Aiden, this one's interesting. So Aiden has been streaming late game arena every once in a while. I've seen him on 3 or 4 different occasions in the past month streaming late game arena. And my theory is that he's like trying to sharpen his skills and just, you know, have a little bit of fun, but also just trying to build back up that muscle memory. I definitely see him closer to he'll give it a real chance, but not quite giving it a real chance. He has a lot of success on Call of Duty. He's really, really good at what he does. And I know he enjoys still playing the game, or else he wouldn't be playing late game arena. I feel like his success on Call of Duty will hold him back from really giving it a real chance, regardless of how well it's doing. But he'll definitely play quite a bit when it drops. Hamlinz. So Hamlin's been streaming. He's been having fun doing his stuff, and I'm glad to see him back. I see that he streamed Fortnite for like two hours. Yeah, 2 hours and a half of Fortnite. I definitely see him giving the game a real chance. I definitely see him more potentially committed to the game than like Daquan or Aiden would be, but he'll still play other games, and it'll maybe just be a mix of Fortnite and other stuff. Not making a full return. I think he's kind of established himself as beyond just Fortnite. Ceeday. So Ceeday, I have more hope for Ceeday than Fearless. Fearless has been gone. No communication. The dude is missing. He's probably going to give the game a real chance. I know Ceeday wants the game to be good again. It's really just going to depend on how things go when it comes to the game and how much it's changed and what kind of content he can make. But I think he will give it a real chance. I know we're running out of space here, but I think he'll definitely give it a real chance. NoahsNoah has been uploading still very consistently, and I watched one of his videos recently, and it was actually good. So he's definitely improved quite a bit in his content creation. He's actually funny. He stepped up to the plate a little bit after Ceeday and Fearless left. But no, he's a cool guy, and he makes good content, and he's still making content, so I respect that. And he'll definitely make even more content when Chapter 3 drops. So a full return for NoahsNoah, 100%. Shroud, I remember those clips of him with the Deagle back in the day, but I don't really think he played much in Chapter 2 or even tried Chapter 2 necessarily. I would put him close to maybe playing a game, but I doubt he'll make a return or anything. Ali-A, I mean, he's still been uploading consistently, doing his content. He's going to be continuing to do that with a lot more Ali-A style videos. Full return for Ali-A, that's an easy one. Tfue, I mean, he's teased his return. He said if the Grotto returns, he'll come back. I'm sure he's hoping that the next chapter is good enough for him to play. He's been playing a lot of Apex. He's really cracked at it. I would say that he will give it a real chance. He wants it to be good. I know he wants it to be good. Next up, we have the Gref, another icon right here. He hasn't played that much Fortnite lately, but he's still been pretty consistent throughout Chapter 2. And I'm sure he'll make a very strong, full-on return for Chapter 3. TheRock, the voice actor of the Foundation. I mean, he's going to return as the Foundation. We'll find out exactly what the Foundation is up to. Yeah, I don't think TheRock plays Fortnite, though. HD. So some of you might not know, but we played with HighDistortion recently, not Fortnite. We played Apex, and he hasn't streamed in a while. He's kind of taken a long extended break from streaming, and that's not because of Fortnite or anything. He just doesn't have the interest to stream right now, but he still plays games. I don't think he's going to play Fortnite. He maybe will play a game. I'd put him in Shroud category, but even if he does play, I don't think he's going to stream it. Valkyrae. She's seen extreme success on YouTube, extreme success with Among Us when that was a thing. She used to stream Fortnite all the time. I don't see her necessarily playing for more than a couple days if she does play. Vikkstar, you know, he's super busy with Sidemen and creating YouTube content. I played with him quite a few times on COD. He did play the imposter mode in Fortnite 2 months ago. That was a sponsored video, but I still see him potentially playing a game when it comes back, even if it's just for like one little content thing. He's playing Apex. He's playing other stuff, Warzone, Valorant. So he's kind of hopping back and forth between different games, and he might give the game just like a try, 1 or 2 games here and there. Symfuhny has been more successful after he left Fortnite. Like, he was popular on Fortnite and people knew him as, you know, a great editor, and he designed a lot of the, you know, fancy edit plays back in the day. And he was a big grinder, but I think he's honestly popped off more after leaving Fortnite, and he's way more known as a Warzone cracked player, and his success on Warzone has surpassed his Fortnite success, in my opinion. And he's grinding like crazy, waking up 5 in the morning streaming. By the time I wake up, he's already live for 6 hours with like over 10K viewers. Like, so the dude's a grinder. He's really good at Warzone. He's getting a lot of success on Warzone. I don't see him giving Fortnite a real chance. He'll probably play for a few days at most. To finish it off, Jarvis, he's not coming back. I think Jarvis could have potentially been unbanned if he handled his ban differently. Remember that stunt he pulled off where he pranked everybody to think he was playing Fortnite and stuff? I don't think Epic really liked that. He didn't take his ban very gracefully, and I don't think he really wanted to make a return after seeing his success through other means. I think they're going to keep him banned, to be honest with you. I think if he had handled his ban differently, there might have been a chance after a couple years they would have unbanned him. I think he's gonna stay banned. So thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know if you guys agree with my list, and hopefully some of these guys make a return and we get some really good content next chapter.